Stinks. But what we need now is we know where we want to be, we know what we want to achieve, or you will know what you want to achieve out of your business, you know what you want in terms of your personal wealth, we know what the business is going to bring to the world. We need some sort of plan, don't we, to how do we actually do it? How are we actually going to do all this stuff? So what we're going to concentrate on for the last part of this is how we pull a plan together to do these things. And the first thing I would do is, as I said before, start with the numbers. Start with the numbers that are important to you. What are the numbers in your life that are the most important? Start working on those. Now, some of those numbers can seem pretty big. You know, we'll go back to the £1 million thing. I want to earn £1 million. If I currently earn £10,000 a year, that's a pretty big gap, isn't it? You know, that's a pretty, and to be honest, if I looked at that in one step, it would frighten the living daylights out of me. So the next thing to do is chunk that number down. Chunk it down into activities that you need to do on a monthly, weekly or daily basis to achieve your goal. So if I know that to get me £1 million involves me having 100 customers, and I know to get one customer, I need to make 3 phone calls. I now know how many phone calls I need to make every single day in order to get me towards that £1 million. I can drill it all the way back to the activities that I need to do to get there. Does that make sense? Yeah? Chunk it down into manageable steps, whatever it might be. Systemize absolutely everything in your business. Absolutely everything can be systemized. With, well, okay, there are 1 or 2 exceptions. But even those 1 or 2 exceptions, you can create systems around them. Why systemize? Number 1, it means nothing relies on you. You can delegate. Even if you've got nobody to delegate to at the moment, I'm probably suggesting that some of your goals are going to involve getting a team at some point. So if you systemize now, when they come on board, they're going to have a process or a program to follow. Everything's systemized. In particular, systemize your marketing system. Okay? Why? Very, very simple reason. What's the one thing that drops off your agenda when you're busy on those hamster wheels? The marketing, attracting new customers. I get that wrapped up in creating a website for somebody or doing whatever I'm doing. I forget to go out and market for new prospects. I'll do it tomorrow. It's not time critical. It can be done tomorrow. The problem with that is tomorrow never comes. It's always tomorrow, 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 and before you know it, you're a year, 2 years, 5 years down the line, and you're nowhere nearer the goal that you wanted of earning your £1 million from your web design business than you were 5 years ago. Systemizing your marketing will help with that, and you can systemize it. There's loads and loads of tools out there to help you do that, both online and offline. Implement measurement systems. Know how those chunks that we talked about, when we talked about chunking down your numbers into smaller manageable chunks, know how you're doing against those numbers. So if my target is to make 3 phone calls a day, 15 phone calls a week, when I get to the end of the week, I should have a measurement system or a scoreboard, whatever you want to call it, that tells me I've made 15 calls that week. And if I haven't, I need to know what I have to do the following week to make up the gap, or what I need to change in my business to allow me to make those 15 phone calls. I need a measurement system. Yeah? And that also suggests that the system needs to measure those types of things. It needs to measure the leading indicators in your business. Most of us will go, well, my measurement system's my accounts. Yeah? I've got my accounts. My accounts tell me how I've done. But the problem with accounts is they tell you how you've done in the past. Even management accounts that you might get monthly, they tell you how you did last month. They don't tell you the drivers or the activities that led to those results, and they don't tell you whether you're getting towards your goal, the historical. So I would suggest that you need to measure leading indicators. And I keep going back to phone calls just because it's an easy one to talk about. It's not all about how many times they'll pick up the phone or how many direct mail shots do I do. But those leading indicators, do you measure how happy your customers are? Yeah? Does everybody have a customer happiness measurement system? No? You have one? How do you do it, Denise? answer a questionnaire.
A questionnaire.
And what
once
did,
a year.
okay, and what do they do? Do they score you or score you on a chart? Yeah?
And then comment.
Brilliant. So you know how happy your customers are. Yeah, you don't have one. Do you know how happy your customers are? You will. Some tell us, some don't. We have a system that we talk about called the one-page plan. If any of you have read the book Stress Proof Your Business and Your Life, it talks quite heavily about the one-page plan in there. I suggest if you haven't read it, ask me for a copy. You're more than welcome to a free copy, and concentrate particularly on that chapter, because that's your measurement system.